Okay, so I saw a lady. Something very significant happened definitely yesterday. Um, I think that we did shift into the new world. But what I'm on here for is because I saw a lady on TikTok just now say that she said, oh, she said that I want to talk to the spiritual community. She said because we've been shifting since 2016, and when she was like, I want some. Basically, she wants some goddamn answers. You know what I mean? She need facts. She said because by this, she said by now we'd have shifted all the way to heaven. It was so funny, but I could understand. I can understand what she mean. So I'm gonna sum it up before I get cards that these people had their own interpretations, but it's all about perspective. It's a lot of people. I constantly talk about love and money because we are in a place where if you believe that money was gonna make you happy, the reality gonna hurt so freaking bad. And the people that made the promises that these people would get money and they thought that it would change their life and make them happy. That is such an old paradigm. um the focus is going to be everybody focusing on their self, and when you focus on yourself, people get tired of hearing it, but it's so many people in the wrong places. They in the wrong jobs. They just doing it for money. People are trying to survive. Whatever you want, chop that up and say what it is, that's fine. But it's a lot of people that their energy get dirtier and dirtier, and I'm talking about no magic involved, no nothing. You got somebody that's constantly putting themselves or keeping themselves in unhappy situations, and their energy is filthy. The deeper they go in the wrong direction or sit there. So that's what it's all about. It's we switched over to spiritual currency. Paper money, that's why they making it digital, y'all. It ain't gonna be no paper money. You know what I'm saying? Think about that concept of what I'm saying. A lot of people need a physical manifestation. A lot of people need physical proof. And the physical proof is going to cease to exist. It's going to all be based on knowing. That means that you're going to be more tapped in. Something is going to tell you to do something. And you're going to have to do your trial and error of doing it to see if, in fact, what you're hearing that you're going against is supposed to be done. Something could be saying, open up the door. Open up the door right now. And you be like, why should I open up the door? That sounds crazy. You building your ain't nobody has been in this time before. That means you building all of you making a new dictionary, a new everything. You're gonna be tapped into so much. It's your job to sort through it and write your dreams and stuff down. So if you still believe that money gonna make you happy, you have not shifted into the new earth. You still in a because I just got a message from a secret society. None of them shifted. They realizing that now. Some of them getting out of Dodge. Some of them breaking up. Some it's too much. But it's all about a perception. That perception that I just now said. You have not shifted if you believe that money is gonna make you happy. You should already be invested in yourself. People that think money gonna make them happy, they always looking for the next thing. It's an unquenchable thirst. You never gonna make anything. It's like buying a house, buying another house because you sick of paying bills instead of getting solar panels and wind power. Like it's like signing up for a mortgage because you so unhappy and you find out that you really unhappy when it comes to travel. You should have got a tiny house or a motorhome or something like that. It's like you in the wrong profession. You don't like your boss. You don't like where you at. You don't like how much money you making. Maybe you're supposed to be working at home. All of that stuff is going to hurt your finances because your finances is coming from your heart. If you don't love the person you with, if you don't love the way you, all of that stuff is going to affect you bad. It's going to affect you bad. That's outside of, I know I talk about magic, but not everybody is in some, they're not all on that magic and none of, yeah. And if you shifted and people was doing spell work and magic on you, you're not worried about gang stalking. You understand that everything that you've been gang stalked uh, with, whether it was a person, place, or thing, is part of your reality that you have to fix. You are the one that needs to create a program or whatever it is to fix that need. That's why you seeing it and you have the ability to do it. Or it's something that you need to work on internally to fix within yourself. Because see, you, if you getting attacked by magic, especially by a group, that means you got a double mission. You should already know by now there's going to be no mercy for you. Now help is coming in. That's not to defeat anybody, but you should know that you should be relying completely on God. People don't understand, how can you be content and be so poor or look so raggedy? It's because I have everything I need. Like, anything else is a blessing, but you're not even looking, you don't even expect it. So yeah, whatever somebody thought they was going to build, they can't build it because it's no need for it. That's somebody with that old thirst. So what does it mean to shift into this new earth? Something, it was a message just now said, it's when you stop looking it's when you stop looking to the future and you work on your inner child. Your inner child can be your children around you. If they not good, you're not good. If you think that your children is jacked up and the parent that's absent ain't had the parent that is absent, it's all their fault and you ain't have no hand in it, you crazy. You crazy. When I talk to my children, console my children, and we have a very deep bond and relationship, it's an unbreakable one. Not just because we mother and child, it's because I know I'm talking to a version of myself that is deficient. Because perhaps, let's say that I'm divorced and I'm separated. This is how introspective I am, and this is where everybody needs to be. Because we all one. No matter how much you split up and shape shift and clone and turn it, no matter how many copies are made, you still all the same person. Everything got to be fixed on it. It's like me ripping all the cords out of circuit breaker, and you just connect all of them and they not connected to the right thing. Anyway, I'm losing my train of thought because I'm paying attention outside this window. But so let's say I split up. I could say your father this, your father that. I can't tell you how many different families and different scenarios where somebody, they blame the person that left. You know what I mean? It's partly their fault, but do you want to harp on that and damage the whatever your offspring that you're trying to build up, that you want to help them? Even if you want them to help you one day and it's outside of finances, you may need somebody just to pick me up. That's your whole reason for living. A lot of people, when they have children, that's what motivates them. So that means you got to keep them in high spirits. So perhaps it's that you was stuck in a situation and you allow a person a second or third or fourth or fifth chance, whether it's a mate, whether it's your family, and you slid them to the back burner and you just was consumed by all of that emotion. That is damaging. So if you think that you didn't have a hand in the way that the children turned out, whew, you got to still be paying for the sins of the mother and the father, and you haven't completed that yet. That means that you didn't even get to the children yet. That's why it's so important to get to the children through going through your inner child. Because I'm telling you, don't worry about what I'm telling you. God is not going to have mercy on nobody. Ooh, boy. He ain't going to have mercy on nobody. You look into the future and you ain't got the present straight. Good gracious. Good gracious. The hammer is about to come down. Can't convince nobody. They already feel it looming, so. What is this? Somebody's heart ain't right to be part of a community. Let me see. I'm going to read whatever comes out. Your heart got to be right. We just now said that's how you make money. So it's not just money, because Venus is being recalibrated. When she hit the middle of this year, if your heart ain't right, forget joining a community or being, with your true love or making the money of your dreams. That vessel is no longer needed. You out of here. That's it. I did this TikTok 2 or 3 years ago where I was saying, you racing to the finish line and you trying to get money? What you gonna do with money when it's all gone? This rock will be blown sky high and you will not have nowhere to spend it. But see, it's prophecy for it not to be destroyed. But the things in it that don't belong, that's not going to contribute back to it, that's going to be disintegrated. Disintegrated. So let me get this card out here. I'm going to shuffle one more time for y'all. We're going to look at the bottom, but I'm going to shuffle one more time. So this is talking about, it says the Queen of Forces. When it's in reverse, it's talking about somebody manipulation not working. So, you know, I'm definitely on the double mission. But there's somebody here to do manipulation. They're not a good person. We're going to flip it again. But, I mean, this energy, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about it. This energy is set to self-destruct. So let's not call it one person. It's a collective energy. This is set to self-destruct. The sun and the moon, you manipulating that. A lot of people are keeping couples that's going to change the world apart. Okay. I mean, it should not be, the magic should not be bothering y'all. I'm telling you. It should not be. It depends where your ascension is, but you should not be bothered. It says reverse. This card reverse represents a woman in your life with a very fragmented energy. She may be a part of your family, work, environment, or another kind of relationship. You will sense some agitation or disharmony. And in some cases, this person may not have your best interests at heart. In fact, she could misuse her power and influence and be critical of you, which can negatively affect your relationship with yourself or others. If you see that kind of behavior, it's time to speak up for yourself, set boundaries, and demand respect. If you are unable to change how she treats you, step away. And that's what I say. Set boundaries. A lot of people, they don't have the ability to say no. They so compassionate that they know that the person is mistreating them or they in a jacked up situation and they sit there and make excuses for themselves. That's exactly what they want. I don't know. I mean, it's something deficient within them. I can't say I don't know. I know the person is flawed. It's the fact that some people want to know why they flawed. Some people want closure. They want you to give them an answer. Why'd you do that? I'm not going to go through 10 years of why'd you do that and what. Nah, there's an issue and you ain't paying me to fix it. So I'm going to disappear. I was never here. I never said anything. It says, if you're unable to change how she treats you, step away. It says you or a woman in your life may also be experiencing serious imbalance in energy or a loss of feeling or true power. There may be times of feeling left in the dark and not knowing what to do next. See, you don't pray to God. God will order your steps if you ask him. Sometimes I ask people, I say, do you want to see? Do you want to see? It's not nothing to be scared of. If you ask God to show you, he will show you. But the people that's afraid, they tell me no, they never been close to God. They rely on their ego and their pride to get what they want. They scared half to death because maybe they know that when they start showing them, when God starts showing them, everything will fall down because they know they did stuff that they still holding guilt for. I don't know because I ain't trying to figure it out. I know he ordered my steps, and I know if you're doing something that I'm not supposed to, I'm going to get away from you. I ain't going to talk to you. That's it. I'm not trying to figure out nothing. I do not sit here. If a download come to me through these cards, then it's for me and it's for the collective. Because this ain't my job. I'm just learning what my mission is, and I love it. I love it. And I've said that before. Tarot is not my job. This is part of it, but this ain't it. It says there could be a loss of a job in a large company in the sciences, in teaching, physics, nature, energy, or other such fields native to the Queen of Forces. If you are the Queen of Forces, it's time to reclaim your power and sense of true energy and light. And I'm getting a download. And light that is part of your eternal self. So whatever this corruptive energy is, this is a time for, I was going to say at the beginning, the lady that I was talking about on TikTok, the spiritual community is so convoluted, and these are people that's false prophets, people that are not helping the collective to move forward. If you're a prophet, you are warning people, you are telling them what they need to do according to them and their situation that's going to help them grow. This right here is dangerous. I suggest you don't do it. I really don't care what you don't do because I know I got a set of rules that I gotta abide by, but you can do whatever you like. Anyway, these people, no matter where their position is, if they are taking the collective down their road of corruption and they continuously feeding into moon magic, manipulation, sun magic, ego and pride, these people gonna fall. You got to know in your spirit it's time to, it'll be different things that I'm subscribed to, whether it's channels or whatever. I have to cut it off. I have to cut it off because I can feel the energy being siphoned through it. I can feel that the message is not for me. I got to wait for that reader or whoever is giving that information to ascend, because they ain't ascend. They about to come up on a test and I'm not going to be part of it. Anyway, it says, get clear and get objective. Don't let the situation around you take you off center. You have the power to bring balance and balance back to your mind and your life. So take charge now. So you got a lot of people from whatever angle that you about to reclaim your power. A lot of y'all ain't nothing that you've been waiting for this person to fall. They gonna fall on their own sword. You ain't gonna have, who cares who it is? I never go hunting. I ain't got time to hunt. That's what your team is for. Your job is, if you're supposed to speak, just speak. You can't, let me tell you something about false prophets, because I like to shrink it all down and sum it up so nobody get no confusion. If you rep for God and you rep for real, you have no fear. He made you to speak in front of everybody, no matter what their rank is. Because if your rank is what it is, it don't matter if you're a prince, a king, the president, the vice president. It don't matter if you got 10 million bucks and you a billionaire. You gonna speak your truth because you know you protected and you ordained to do it. But people that's false prophets, they gonna stay in their lane. They gonna be puppeted and they gonna look like it because they trying to set a trend. And that's why they get checked so hard that when they slip up and they say something, everything gets snatched. Everything gets snatched. And I mean overnight. God will warn you. He'll give you warn. Hey, check yourself, check yourself, check yourself. But if the devil gave it to you, he's snatching it all and he don't even care. He will leave you stuck. All right, so one more time. Yeah, this person is definitely part of a community, because I keep seeing it's an advisor out here that's advising people. Wrong. This is the Ark of the Covenant. Yeah, this person do manipulation. They don't have anything as far as the New World Order and the prophecy. This person is not connected. They do not talk to God. I cannot express it enough. It's somebody that's supposed to lock up people, demons. I saw demons like entities and stuff like that. Somebody got the instructions like, I don't know what it is, like exorcism or something like that. I don't know. Okay. Will, wisdom, and mind. So first I'm going to read this and then I'm going to flip this over so it ties into it. Let me read the card. So I've read this a couple of times and I know that it means you have like access to, let's say, all the elements that keeps you balanced, but there's something in reverse. Something ain't right. It's just telling me that somebody is not balanced. Somebody don't have. So you got earth, air, wind, and fire. These are the elements, okay? So I'm piggybacking off of that queen, what is it? The queen of forces that we just now saw. That's somebody pulling on all the elements. So you got the Eastern Stars is very significant. The Eastern Stars, they are made to pull off different elements. Earth, wind, what did I say? Earth, air, fire, and water. Those are the elements, okay? But the thing that they don't have access is ether. So you can make somebody look like something in the 3D, but you cannot talk to God. We already went over this. You got somebody to conjure up stuff, and man, them entities about to eat that person alive. They gonna drain them dry. I cannot tell y'all how much death magic has been sent to me that I just went on through. And I know it wasn't me, just me. I know it wasn't just me. I know it wasn't just me. The health is what I'm saying. But I also know it's other people that went through it. This stuff gonna go back and decimate every single, not once. It might be some people that get shook down. But the whole group, yeah, ain't never hit like this type of wave. Okay. It says reverse. At this time, your authority may be diminished, and there might even be a loss of position. You may feel like your talents, energies, and even your higher guides are missing in some way. Fire does not burn downward and water doesn't flow up. You've been spinning your wheels, overthinking things and going around and around the same issues with little clarity about what's next. Though it still might be a time of great activity, much of that activation can seem futile and repetitive. So I got a download again about the Queen of Forces. Anybody that does any manipulation, it don't matter, because it can be a man in his feminine energy. He's shape shifting by sleeping with women. But see, when you shape shift and you sleep with women constantly, and you constantly shape shift, you lose your identity, and then you lose your mind. It's nothing that nobody can. It's like getting with a man that his back and his knees is already jacked up. It's nothing you could do with that. You cannot do, you know what I'm saying? Do I want to sleep with you? Do I want to go to a hotel? No. Where's the security? Where is the security? No, I don't want a temporary band-aid patch. You see how these things don't go in alignment with stability, being stress-free? It that's all devil wants. Something that come in fast. And it's like, oh great, what a relief. I was just feeling so down for years. Stupid. Let me go back, y'all. Because I got more downloads, but so this is why we've been kept in cycles, because of this magic. That's why it's got to be a sweep. That was what it was. Okay, so your hope should still be alive. So when it comes to God and stuff, the hope is going to get restored. You should be getting balanced. You should start getting better sleep. Like, things should be looking up for you. It don't got it. It could be in increments, but you should at least energy wise is the one you will feel first. You will feel a deep inner peace. You will not be like, where's my next slice of bread gonna come from? Oh my god. You shouldn't have no fear. It's like you should know it's gonna be provided for. I don't know how to explain that. It says, nonetheless, the coat of arms of the Isle of Man flies high, sharing its message that however you land, you will stand, even in these difficult times. That's kind of what I was just now saying. Okay, so take a step back and don't try to fight the forces at hand. Get out of your head and do what you can to reconnect with your higher guides. Your outer influence may be diminished right now because your crown has been toppled, but your strength, your authority have now become the foundation upon which you build anew. You can bring mental, emotional, and physical balance back into your life by working with the exquisite and powerful energies depicted in this card. The more you become aware of these forces within you, the sooner the right flow of energy will return. So I'm gonna get a little bit more cards on this, but here's what I'm gonna say. When you connected to the ether and you ask for access to God, and you can be connected to your higher self, all of this stuff can be replenished. But only if you connected to God, because they're gonna keep pulling from you, because the idea is to drain you. They're trying to drain you of all of your energy. But see, if they drain certain people and they pull this, their system get overloaded to infect the whole group or shut that person down. You cannot drain the person that is connected to God. It's impossible. It's a mortal energy. You can't do it. It was a setup the whole time. I'm gonna use these cards because these cards have been pretty interesting. It's somebody that just knew this person been attacking power couples or divine partnerships, true divine partnerships. It's like everybody's gonna be celebrating when these people get together, because you talk about they want everybody to be free. No more oppression, no more stress, no more slavery, going to work. I was gonna say it's slavery, but it's slaving, going to work, stressed about bills, all of that stuff. That, like, their money is trash, garbage trash. These energies really thought they was something. Okay. So this person was trying to access something. It's been a lot. This is the keys. It came out in another deck. Where's that deck? It came out in this deck too, and it showed up. I already pre-shuffled and did all of this stuff in other readings because they all connected. But this person tried to access something. Here's this card. I'm gonna explain it to y'all. Somebody had wanted access to something in your energy. Well, this access, remember, connected to the ethers, connected to God. In order for you to be connected to God, you got to change. That means if I walk through this door and I close it and you use the keys to access it, your whole reality is going to shatter because you're saying, I would like change. That means that when you move from this 3D world dependent upon man and you ask to access God, automatically you're going to be shunned and ridiculed because you're asking to live according to him. So it's going to change your mindset and it's going to tear down everything that is not stable. You perceiving it as stable, but it's not. It's actually causing you stress. Central nervous system stress. It's changing you and not in a good way. All right, so let me read the keys. It says, an answer will present itself to you that will lead to a major change in your life. Will the answer be positive or negative as indicated by the surrounding cards? The outcome will be positive. Asker may also be the person providing the answer. So some of y'all have your own answers. That's what it means. And some of the things that y'all, it's not just tarot readings. Whatever God put in your hand, you got a book that you never read, the answer's in that. You got an animal that keep visiting you, the answer's in that. All you got to do is pay attention. The people that's attacking you, they don't pay attention to none of that. They ain't paying. They never looked in the sky, maybe but twice during this lifetime. They worried about connections. You know what I'm saying? And we not there no more. This person got karma. They gotta get out of karma. It's saying that they not an official person. They realizing that now. It's nothing official about them. They're not connected to God. Why? How could you think? It must be because they've been doing it for so long that they, maybe it's in the bloodline and they just always been, they could have talked their way back into your life several times. Who knows? But the confidence and the pride was unreal. This has to do with people that are opportunists. It says business, finances, commerce, gain, wealth, abundance. They trying to access that abundance. That abundant energy, once again, comes from God. It is a mortal energy. You have to walk through a door. Even if you follow me through a door, but you access in my energy, it's going to be hellfire. I'm trying to tell you. It's so important to be yourself. It's a whole group going down because I keep telling y'all it's a ring. Some people, okay, so first of all, let's go back to this opportunist. This is a secret message about an opportunist in your energy, okay? And what did I say? It's going to be hellfire, danger, accident, warning, sudden harvest, and surgery. It's going to hit like I said, like thunder, pow, like shazam. Anyway, it's a whole ring connected to whatever this reading is. A whole ring that was attacking using sex magic in particular. Because they wanted this relationship opportunity. Like all they have to do is keep two people apart. Two people that's power couples. It's not just one couple. That's why God split into multiple people this lifetime. Because he said it's going to happen. It's going to happen. If I don't deliver a message to y'all, it's going to be somewhere else. And it's not going to just be in tarot. What did I say? It's going to be in a book. It's going to be in a bush. It's going to be in a person. It's going to be everywhere. All you got to do is pay attention to your reality. Start writing it down. Writing down numbers. Because you want to change. You want to get yourself straight. You don't want to go crazy from the stuff that you keep seeing. Because you're ignoring it. That's the only reason you're going crazy. Okay, let me see about this ring. You do things by the book, and somebody try to snake you for it because they want they want something that's coming towards you. They done met their final they done met their final, how do I say it? The last level of resistance, like they spent, like their mind is gone. First their gift is gone. Like before we get to their mind, it's not the mind that's gone yet, but it will be gone. What's gone is the gift of remote view. They can't see you no more. Did y'all know that people can remote view through your own eye and take pictures? They can see you through your own eyes and look at yeah. They can't see you no more. You got protection around you that's just like, ain't nobody never seen it. They cannot come close to you. That was another download I got. So real quick, The anybody that's a paid actor that's using that third eye, they had me take a card and slam it down on top of the card. And I was like, why? They was like, something about dominoes. They was like, slam it down. And I was like, dominoes? I don't even play dominoes. I ain't played them since I was young. But they was like, anybody that come to you, they going to scramble their brain. They going to basically scramble their brain. First, they going to take out that spiritual gift. You have to realize that a lot of y'all was put to see this time fall, because we talking about lifetimes. Why get upset about something? You can be human, because I don't want to say it like that. You can be upset, but know that that's just so your feeling is activated and you're aware that you are discontent, or you are owning up to the fact that you are in a place and a space, energetically, physically, or emotionally, that is not serving you, and you need to start making little teeny baby steps make the difference. Because as soon as you shift something in your reality, if I take this box and I put it over on this side after the end of the reading, that makes a difference. It don't seem like it, but it causes glitches in the matrix. When you change up things, when you change your route to work, when you do something different, when you start listening to that voice that's telling you something good. I'm talking about good things. I'm not talking about intrusive thoughts. Don't do it. Oh, it's never gonna. Who? Try it and see. That we all did science projects, right? Where we made a hypothesis and then we tested out our theories. We was our own little scientists, and somehow we got far away from that to where we don't even trust the information that we getting, because it's not for everybody and everybody can't access it. I got so far off the topic, y'all, because this stuff just flows through me. So every little bit helps. Like, I can't remember what the last, because I had some more information. What did I have? This right here. Let me see if I can get it back. Person ain't never seen that before. You got protection. They can't. Okay, so it was the card when I was slapping down. I was saying they said slap it down like dominoes. They basically gonna knock out their third eye first, because what's happening is Passover is taking place, and y'all can't see Passover like the average person. So it's allowing you to be seen, because it's taking out the people that's causing your third eye to have blocks or cause your energy to be dirty. So the first thing they're going to do is knock out that. A lot of y'all already seen. A lot of y'all already, they know who they supposed to be going towards, who they supposed to be helping and collaborating. It's clear. And they taking the action. It's nothing that you need to look for or do. You need to just keep doing. Some of y'all, they just want rest. Some of y'all, they want y'all to keep working on y'all goals. Just keep doing what you're doing. But after that, they're going to start taking these people out. But they on another timeline. Anybody that come to you that is a paid actor to spy, bribe, I don't care how they coming to you. If they coming to you on that Truman Show paid actor, they going to decimate is the word that I heard. They're going to completely destroy that person. I don't even know, because I had the question. I don't even know. I was like, do they know they losing their mind? Okay, so in my 3D reality, most of the people I saw, they have problems with their backs and their knees, and they lose their ability to walk. So that's most of the time I see people body breaking down with me and that energy. If they're not in alignment with their self, I start seeing their body deteriorate, and it's telling me what their problem is. But the person don't listen, and they keep being around me, which is affecting the energy. It's like you supposed to advise people and let them go do their thing. You get what I'm saying? Because it's so easy to backslide, especially if you tell a person this key thing. I think you need to change who you hang around with, and they still around that energy. They healing for themselves, which is unhealed, and the other people around them. So you have to know that. You get discernment. But anyway, don't let nobody else take you out. It could be a spouse, a kid, who knows, you know. But anyway, the dogs. Let me see real quick. Yeah. Okay. So this is the last card I'm gonna read on this. The kiss up. Somebody took a bribe. Somebody worked for a corporation. This is more like mafia energy. I'm getting mafia in particular. Sometimes I get the cartel, but this specifically is the mafia. So, the actual mafia. But anyway, somebody said that they could take somebody out, or they could. So, it's a couple of things here. Either they were coming to you, they said, I can come to this person as their desire and take them out over time for some type of money is here. Go in and act like you are this for this person. Whatever they need, whatever they desire or want. You know, because somebody is trying to buy their way in. You can't buy your way into God's energy. It don't work. Once you go over to his protection, it's a no. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, anybody come towards you, they just going to be destroyed. They're going to start losing their mind or their physical body. But this here is several secret societies in this deck. But this is, I don't know, I'm getting a couple of, it's the mafia and the order. I don't know what that, because y'all hear me talk about order sometimes. But anyway, so they said I could take this person out spiritually. I could take them out and I get you the money. So the mafia like, yeah, you good at what you do. Here's the money. Go ahead, take this person out spiritually. Couldn't do it. Can't do it. Won't do it. Not gonna work. The other thing is they could come and portray you as something. That caused that person to be exposed for trying to take you out on the 3D realm. So now the police and everybody else is investigating this person. So imagine taking some money from some criminals and you didn't do what they said. And then you spent it. Whoa! It ain't like you could be like, all right, you what the people that you talking to, you can't be like, all right, let me give you your money back. They ain't trying to hear that. Just like the cartel that I was talking about in that other reading. They gonna cut this lady arms off. Both of them. They gonna cut both of her arms off. Well, I'm picking up on a man here, but let's read this card, y'all. Because this stuff gets so deep. It's just like, I don't use call. I hear the whole conversation in my head, just different places. And I'm like, woo, woo. That's all. Woo. Good gracious. All right. It says, I gotta find it. Okay, the dogs. It says friendship and loyalty is the cornerstone. Okay, so this is the Masons. That's what that represents. It says friendship and loyalty is the cornerstone of this card. Could mean a true blue partner or friend hold on, y'all. I'm getting a couple of downloads. There's something about a hidden time capsule, but I don't want to call it. It has to do with a time capsule, but it's also, I can only give y'all the keywords because I can't give y'all everything. Okay, for whatever reason. But it's something about a time capsule. It's something about a headstone, a grave marker. Because that's what's going to make everything fall. It says could mean a true blue partner or friend and indicates that someone is trustworthy. Can also mean a time when you will depend on your friends for support. So there's somebody here that I'm picking up on is that an informant? I kind of want to say informant, so I'm going to leave it there. It's, what do you call it? Oh, it's an undercover. That's what it is. I couldn't get it. It's an undercover. But that's the same thing. Somebody coming in to snake you under false pretense. But yeah, they not telling me whatever it is because it's not going to work. So, I mean, we done with that. We done with that. But that's the Masons. We already got the Eastern Stars. We got the Masons. We got the Mafia. Mafia is pissed. They are pissed. That's the people that need the information. Somebody said, I want this over with. Now they looking stupid. What I say about that lightning? Gonna strike through that. Oof. Gonna strike through like fire. Fire. Pow. Okay, now where was I at? Because I keep getting distracted. The Mafia needs the information. What do they need to know about this person? They in survival mode because of universal law. They ain't know about that. They wasn't studied. That's what they telling me to tell the Mafia. They wasn't studied. I mean, it's a good hitman, but they don't know about universal law. So spiritually, they can't do what they supposed to be doing because they're out of sync with the times. Universal law when it comes to finances. Universal law when it comes to finances is saying if you don't make good on your contract, it's instant, sudden expiration, permanently. It's something about you can't touch certain contracts or it's going to automatically cause you to get up out of here. What I say? Restricted. Saturn is restricted. You could go to jail. This rules karma. It rules timing. So this is also the number 8. As I said, it's nothing that they could do when it comes to universal law. Universal law is the law of one. Everybody, this is where we are now. If you're not one with each other and you still got any type of discord, or you're trying to do something against resistance of one and unity and love and unconditional love, that ass is grass. Anyway, so it's something about them getting locked up. And I'm hearing something about their intuition telling them they're going to get locked up if they come close. So they might already be locked up. I did get somebody in one of those readings that they said they not posting bail. Some people are afraid to go to jail because there's stuff that's going to happen to them in there. Yeah, so something don't work. Whatever mental magic that somebody thought they was going to do, that's not going to work. The mafia, y'all got the evidence that y'all needed about a group that was attacking somebody, and y'all need to bring that group down. That's the problem. Y'all need to take that whole group down. Take them out completely. Because it's going to affect y'all from the ether level. You can't touch the intended target, but you can touch the other stuff. That's what somebody afraid of. This person is in hiding. And they frantic. They trying to figure out what to do. They still trying to tap into spirituality for their self. They worried about their children. Something about children is protected, so that's all. Woo! I'm tapping into this person's mind right now. They can't see. They didn't know that they were sacrificing a source of light. You should have done just research. I'm not going to say what this is. I'll say the police is involved now. Somebody definitely getting locked up because it's the calling. So somebody is being drained because of that. It's like the mafia don't want to be attached to this person in no way, shape, or form. Like it's about money with them, and they can't allow their money to be affected. So they pissed. Oh, they pissed. Mafia is more like 3D stuff. Masons and Eastern Stars is magic stuff, spirit work, you know. So it's not the same faction system, but it kind of like work together. And eventually they're all going to take each other down. It's just certain things that cannot be touched. So everybody is they're going to split apart first and try to protect and hold on to things that they got. And yeah. All right, let's get one more card, y'all, because this was a lot. Yeah, somebody ain't eating. With this dog card, somebody ain't eating. This whole group ain't eating. Because they've been cut off from we'll call it a contract again. Contracted hits. Somebody is cut off from a very lucrative client that they use for spiritual currency conversion. So, this right here, it says initiation and the Count Saint Germain. So these are both major arcana cards here. The 14 and the 20, anyone's with these numbers on them. Somebody is not initiated. So it doesn't matter how you say it. Somebody cannot rank up in a society. Somebody is not getting a contract. Somebody not getting some money. We keep saying it over and over again. Blah, 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 blah. Somebody is not getting it. They did not go through this. When you think that you don't have to be initiated in whatever way it is, you think that you God. You rely on something else. You more dependent on man. So man, you're going to be at the mercy of man. First. Alright. Alright, where is this? Okay. It says reverse. The time of your initiation has been upon you, but you are holding on to old ways and are resistant to the wonderful changes at hand. The old things and relationships that keep your energy low are not your safety net, but rather the opposite. They keep you mired in your difficulties. Even if the lower energy people and things keeping you down are gone, you may be stuck on their loss or just afraid to move on to something new. Whatever is keeping you from pursuing your highest evolution must be confronted. Don't block your movement to a higher utilization of force and mind. With it, you can change your life and the very face of the world. So press on. People pull energy from you. They gonna still plot, but if you know that you are protected and you are doing everything in alignment, you know what I'm saying. You are not trying to hurt nobody. You gotta be you should feel an energy difference. Continue to press on, even if it's little teeny baby steps. I want to read this too, but you got I just noticed it. You got 14, which I just now showed y'all, and this card right here is 4. So that's what the initiation was. Cause I was like, what is that? Somebody ain't part of the 144. They're not part of the 144. They just mirroring that energy. They've been mirroring that energy using magic. That's we have the Masons and the Eastern Stars here. Do I have other cards to tell them? Because I don't want to draw this out like it's what I say it is, They gonna know. That's all. But yeah, somebody is not part of the 144. It was somebody that had a dream and they dreamt of they had $100 bill and they had a $45 bill. They said they never seen that $45 bill, and I said to myself, that person is not part of the 144. I'm around the counterfeit. Oh my God! Like, it's just for you to wake up. You don't gotta tell everybody everything. You had a realization and you just be sitting on it and like, okay, 4 of forces. Um, It says upright. The spring card upright shows a budding tree and flowers. I don't want to read that part. That's just telling you what's in the tree. It says, what's in the card. This could be a very creative period for you. Take action in creative projects or work-related endeavors that require more time and attention. The work you do now could yield great rewards later. Everybody in the new world should be that you already started on your craft. All you need to do is continue it and not get distracted. Either people add to you or they distract you or stop you from doing it, delay you. Just delay you. If you're already working on it, stay focused. It says, make sure you engage in this extra activity with joy and optimism. You are always planting your energy into the Akashic records of your life. So as you work towards your goals, remember to plant hope and happiness along with all the action you take. That's it, y'all. These people, it's a sudden ending coming to all of these people. So, they've been manipulating this energy, hoping to be chosen, but they not, because they didn't go through their initiation, which was stop. You don't pour into destroying people or taking from people. You would have been long off of this. And these people, they ignored it. That's why I said it ain't no backsies. So that's it, y'all. Thank you.